Now, the people who, excuse me, can best take advantage of that probably don't have that knowledge walking around, where, hey, I'm going to do this design for manufacturing kind of function and save this money. And they don't teach it in business schools yet. Maybe they will. But in the meantime, you have this knowledge gap that you yourself have had some input into. How is Salvagnini making that a little easier for them?
Salvagnini has developed in the recent years, when I say years, at least 10, 15 years, we have developed several possibilities to overcome that knowledge gap. One, what I personally do quite a few times every year is a workshop for designers, or what we call a design workshop, if we want, which means that customers are just simply organizing a workshop day at their factory, calling in all the sheet metal designers, and then we work from morning to evening on the panel bender capabilities. The technical data sheet, what is the machine you have. This is typically for customers who have a Salvagnini panel bender already. What can the machine do? What is the technical data? What is the tooling configuration? What is the goes and the no-goes? And all the tricks, what we can use on such a machine. And a feedback we hear from the designers is, finally, thank you. At least somebody told me one time in my life as a sheet metal designer what such a damn panel bender can do.
If you're busy making your parts and doing the same thing for years and years, why would you know that? But there is. It's a bit like Microsoft Word. We all use it for our 4 or 5 functions, but there are 1,000 functions in it. We just don't use them on a day-to-day basis.
So these designer workshops are a very, very powerful tool, because the designers are taking all these PowerPoint presentations, drawings, technical data sheets, of course, everything now on electronic format, back to their design offices and use it as a guideline for the future for the designing of new products.
Yeah.
Which means that the new products which are designed and come to the panel bender in the future are already designed for that type of manufacturing technology. A second package for such customers who are panel bender user already is a system we just recently established in Salvagnini. Is called Support You. Support You means nothing else that you are a panel bender user and you have these 1 or 2 or 3 panels or 1 or 2 or 3 product families which you have not fully automized yet on the panel bender. So you come back to Salvagnini and say, guys, look, here are the drawings. This is what I would like to do. And then we can offer to the customer on various different levels, 1 day, 2 days, 1 hour, 2 hours, including programming, not including programming, design for manufacturing support to bring these parts on the panel bender as much as we can. There is, of course, products which you never can make complete on a panel bender because they have large wing bands or whatever. Okay, then we have 1 or 2 bands secondary on a press brake, but the base panel itself is optimized, and these huge cost savings are already there. And the customer can book these Support You packages on personalized levels, which is, in my opinion, a very, very good way to support existing customers. And last but not least, an additional product which is called Rethinks. Rethinks means that rethink about your products. This is meant more for possible new panel bender users for the future, who today have product ranges which are designed and optimized for the old historical and traditional machines, like press brakes, like roll formers, like kind of forming equipment, whatever, wing benders, for example. And they are coming back to Salvagnini and say, let's start from scratch. Let's begin rethink about our product, redesign it maybe already. And in the process, as we are making forward progress, we are starting to plan the investment for the panel bender.
Yeah.
So in the recent years, this design for manufacturing has really established around the world. Salvagnini is now challenged continuously to build up capacity to work on these customer requests, which we do. And so I think this is a very successful approach, because it brings all these huge cost savings to all possible panel bender users.